Hello and welcome to a special walk with me, Terranian, on my journey to the National Three Peaks Challenge. Today I'm doing the Yorkshire Three Peaks Challenge. Very cold start to the morning today. It's about -1 degrees, about 7 in the morning as I start my walk towards the first peak of the day. As I exit Horton in Ribblesdale, I begin the long climb up the first peak. As the name suggests, the first of three. The route I'm taking, I guess, is the most standard one. This first one being Pen-y-ghent, back down off that towards Whernside, my nemesis from the last one, and then to finish Ingleborough, and then back down to Horton and Ribblesdale. So the challenge, for those of you who don't know, it's 3 peaks in 12 hours. It's the best part of about 40k. The route I've got is just a shade under. I've taken OS Maps suggestion. Looks about right to me from the last time I did it. That was good fun, and as always, the reward. Now I just gotta go back down the long walk over to Whernside. They say going down is more dangerous than going up. It's treacherous. It's bad enough on the grassy bit. I'm not walking on those steps though. They are frosty. That's my path weaving down there. Nice long steady walk now. Nice and easy. Right in the middle. I believe that's Ingleborough. And Whernside is just there, centre camera now. I'm sure you can see the viaduct clearly, but we'll get a better look as we get closer. We'll get to walk right past it on our approach to the mountain for our second climb. That was a nice descent, quite pleasant and enjoyable, quite gentle for the most part, apart from the fact that it was quite slippery in places. So now begins quite a long walk. It's now disappeared behind the hills, but as I say, I can see the viaduct and Whernside. It looks a long way away, but it's a nice easy walk like this pretty much most of the way. I think if I remember, this is probably one of the more pleasurable parts of it. You know, you bagged one, great, you got that adrenaline, at least I do, feeling good, feeling really good. Getting that first peak bagged, and then a nice little steady walk to the second one. If I remember right, Whernside was my least favourite, going up and down. Pen-y-ghent in the background as I'm walking away. Stunning. It's amazing how much ground you can cover, how quickly you can cover ground. I wasn't, I don't know, barely half an hour ago. I think I was on the top of that. Well, for those of you joining me again who have seen my other videos, you absolute heroes, thank you so much for returning. I just hope I'm making it worth your while. Welcome back. And for those of you who are watching this for the first time, welcome. It's good to have you here. I mean that. There's no point putting stuff up on the tube of you. That sounded a bit weird, didn't it? There's no point putting stuff up on YouTube. As much as I enjoy it as my thing, and I will do it regardless, there's no point putting stuff up on YouTube if no one really watches it. That is the point of putting things online for the world to see. So I do hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you enjoy what this is all about. I'll tell you what this is all about. Hold on. I'll show you. It's about this. I mean, need I say more? No, it's not gone quiet or broken. I'm just getting you to experience the silence like I'm enjoying now. It's amazing here. Whether you had the question or not, the question is, what's this all about? The answer is this. This is always the answer. I don't know about you, but I'm having a blast here. I'm in my element. I'm loving this. It's great. Absolutely amazing. I don't think I care for the time now, and I kind of want it to get dark and cold. I like to push myself. So I'm quite happy to just be around here when the sun goes down into the night. However long it takes, it suits me absolutely fine. It'd be nice to do it in 12 hours or less. Some friends of mine said once, when I said I'd done this, yeah, it's all very well, but when they go to the mountains, they like to take their time and enjoy it. And I totally get their point. Challenges are good to push yourself, test yourself, see your limits, see what you can achieve and do. And that's great. And I'm doing that. Everything's a challenge, really. But being out here, you know, I don't know, just got to be careful. to not let it pass you by. There's a lot to be said for living in the moment, taking it all in. For those of you who are sort of watching this for the first time or haven't seen the first video, I'm doing this because I've set myself the goal of doing the National Three Peaks Challenge next year. So this is basically all part of it. That's why I'm recording all my progress and training. That's why with a bit of time I've come and, or I'm doing this. Speaking of which, I can't believe I'm here. I've been thinking of and wanting to do this for so long, years. I'm now approaching what's probably the most famous part of this challenge route along the Yorkshire Three Peaks. It's even on the front of the paper copy of the OS map, the whole area, the Ribblehead Viaduct, which to me signifies the start, I suppose to anyone, signifies the start of the climb up. That bad boy. Whernside. Actually looking forward to seeing what it's got for me. Should we get stuck in? Just gonna go back down now. Well, I'm properly back off the mountain now, but knees are good, so I beat you, Whernside. Something's changed. Something's changed. I think it's just because in 8 years, despite me being 8 years older, I've done a lot more walking. I've been up so many mountains and hills and walks I can't count. So it's just conditioning. My legs say more, can take more. My lungs can take more. It's really encouraging. I've got one left to do, and it's right behind those trees, right there. Doesn't that look stunning? That looks absolutely amazing. And you know, I would see something like that doing anything else, and I would be like, I have to go and climb that. You know, it's just like, I've got to go up there. I've got to see what it's like up the top. I've got to see what it's like to climb. It just excites me, the fact that I'm actually going to be able to do it today. Sun's on its way down, but I think I'll have enough light to get there. I've got an hour and a half before official sunset. Whernside at the start by the viaduct was quite popular. That whole mountain has an appeal, I guess. I'm only saying that because coming off the mountain, again, the numbers have really thinned out. I guess there's not that many people doing the Three Peaks today. Makes me think, am I doing the right thing? The answer's yes. There were a lot of fell runners when I started. Of course, they're going to be long finished. Probably finished by now anyway. So that's not the problem. I just wonder how many people have actually decided to walk the whole length today. Again, I saw some hikers, some walkers at the start of the trip. So yeah, people are doing it. I just wonder how many of them expect to still be doing it in the dark as it gets really cold. I haven't checked the temperature for tonight. It's like yesterday, it's going to go below 0. And I think it's going to drop quite quickly when the sun goes down. But that's not a problem. I'm quite toasty since I keep moving. Yeah, it's obviously just the hardcore people still at it. I guess I'll continue. Made it. Ingleborough. Complete. Well, I have to get down. But made the top. That'll do for now. Quick snack. Quick pit stop with the boots again. And then back to the car. Wow, what a walk. Just arriving back at the car park. And would you believe, about 5 minutes to spare. That is a terrible time. But I reckon without fraffing around playing with the toys, I could get it better. Closer to 10 something. As opposed to 11 something. That was a hell of a walk. So here we are, back at the car, as we always are at the end of these things. What a day. What a day out. How amazing was that? That last bit in the dark with the head torch was really quite good. It's quite exciting, and it was really good for my confidence. I've got very few worries now about going up in the dark with just a head torch. I thought it'd be quite complicated, difficult, fiddly, but it was none of that. It was really quite easy. So it's vanquished any anxiety I've had of going up Scaffold Pike during the challenge. And in itself, it's quite a cool thing to do. was freezing cold. It went below freezing. My backpack frosted over at the top. Very cold. But I managed to turn off the torch about halfway down and just stood looking up at the sky. It's a beautiful clear night tonight. You can see the Milky Way, everything. It's just so amazing. This world, this universe just doesn't fail to give us something amazing to look at. When the mountains go dark, you've got space. That's awesome. I did the challenge, not that I was going for the challenge, about halfway through. I think you remember hearing I said that I chucked the challenge out the window. I was just going to enjoy. Turns out, with about 5 minutes to spare, believe it or not making it up, I made it back. I marked it off as about 7 o'clock this morning, so I got back about 5:02 this evening. It's now 20 past. I'm just it was a good indicator of how well I'll do. I think without playing with all the toys and stuff and the setting up and the camera work and everything else, I'll probably get it down to 10 something, which is closer to what I've heard people benchmark. You know, if you can do this in 10 hours, then you're fine for the 3 peaks. But thinking about it, I think the 3 peaks is a different kind of challenge in that, you know, it's spread out over a period of time. You're doing the approaches and the climbs, but you're not walking specifically in between them. Today was just pretty much constant. And that's quite tiring. Whereas at least with the 3 peaks, all right, it's at odd hours of the day and night, but you do get to sleep if you can. And I think that makes a big difference. You can take your boots off, relax for a couple of hours. I think it's a very different challenge. So I'm still hopeful, still good, still looking forward to it, still think I'm up to it. I'll just keep practicing, find some more mountains, and route find as well. See, I can do Scafell Pike and Ben Nevis, and I'll probably do Snowdon again as well before the challenge. So I'd do a test run on them. That'd be quite good. I've got a long drive now, so I'm going to leave you to it, and thank you once again, as always, for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on the next one. Laters. Knees are good. I said my knees are good. Yeah. That's what I get for drinking my water out of the water bladder. It's all bubbly. I gotta burp it out.